Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Red River Bankshares. You might think a bank's annual meeting is all stuffy suits and boring numbers, but trust me, there's always a story hidden beneath the surface. It's like a financial escape room. In this video, we'll be analysing Red River Bankshares' annual report for their annual meeting ZAL. We'll be looking at who they chose for their board of directors, executive compensation, and what accounting firm they selected. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below for deeper discussions. So, Red River Bankshares held its annual meeting on May Fund 2025. At the meeting, shareholders got to vote on some key issues, including who would be on the board of directors, how the company's executives are paid, and which accounting firm would be checking the company's books. A little over 5 million shares were represented at the meeting, either in person or by proxy, out of almost 7 million shares eligible to vote. This means a large percentage of shares were involved in the vote and the decisions made. First up, the election of directors. Shareholders voted to elect 10 individuals to the board. This is important because the board makes big decisions about the company's direction. Some of the people elected were M. Scott Ashbrook, Michael J. Brown, R. Blake Chatelain, and others. They'll serve until the annual meeting in 2026. Let's look at one of the people with the lowest amount of votes to show the spread. Ash, Lindsay, Torbett had 3, I'd, M9, Welcome, Back in Lane, and others. They'll serve until the annual meeting in 2026. Let's look at one of the people with the lowest amount of votes to show the spread. H. Lindsay Torbett had 3,009 to votes to 3,8. Lindsay Torbett had 3,009 to votes. To show the spread, H. Lindsay Torbett had 3,090 3,664. It was a close race for all of them, showing the shareholders trusted all nominees. Next, there was an advisory vote on executive compensation. Basically, shareholders got to weigh in on how much the top executives are paid. It's an advisory vote, meaning the board doesn't have to follow it, but it's a good way to gauge shareholder sentiment. Most shareholders approved of the compensation, with 3,794 shareholders approved of the compensation, with 3,194,412 votes for the compensation package compared to 59,118 votes against. There was also a good amount of people who abstained, with 17,104 favour and 4 for 12 votes for the compensation package, compared to 59,118 votes against. There was also a good amount of people who abstained, with 172,172 tumpans and 94,412 votes for the compensation package, compared to 59,118 votes against. There was also a good amount of people who abstained, with 132,135. Shareholders also got to vote on how often they should have this say on executive pay. They could choose every year, every 2 years, or every 3 years. The majority voted for every 2 years, with 2,395. Finally, shareholders ratified the appointment of EisnerAmper L as the company's independent accounting firm for the year. This is a standard procedure, but it's important to have a reliable firm checking the books. A large majority approved, with 5,167,184 votes in favour, compared to only 29,939 votes against. Based on the vote, the board decided that future advisory votes on executive pay will happen every 2 years. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture. It seems like Red River Bankshares is listening to its shareholders. Holding advisory votes shows good corporate governance, and the fact that most shareholders approved the executive compensation and the accounting firm suggests they're generally happy with the company's direction. One thing to keep an eye on is the board elections. It's always worth watching who gets on the board and what their backgrounds are, as they're the ones steering the ship. Overall, Red River Bankshares seems to be in a stable position. The shareholders seem to be on board, literally and figuratively. The company is listening to the shareholders by keeping advisory votes every 2 years. While the filing itself is fairly standard, it paints a picture of a company that's engaged with its shareholders and committed to good governance. What do you think about Red River Bankshares and its recent annual meeting? Are there any other filings you'd like us to decode? Let us know in the comments. If you found this analysis helpful, give us a like and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. And don't forget to join our Discord community for even more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.